Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Monster Mates, you degenerates!
Yes, welcome to the 11th episode of Season 3 of Monster Mates. Spencer, please choose a number between 1 and 98.
I'm gonna choose number 51.
51. 51. Let's try and I'm gonna say do another number. We're gonna try and reserve that for a guest later.
Okay, 56.
56. The Great Jagras Girl.
Oh, yes!
So,
Yay!
let me pull up the picture. Come on, girls. Great Jagras. All right, without going into it, what would you rate this?
9.
Okay.
9.
All right. I will give this a 7. I'll give it a 7
All
on
right.
initial.
I think we should both explain why we rate it so highly.
All right.
The Jagras is very big into mouth play and spit play
Yes.
and just all that good shit. I'm like, yeah, gimme.
I like it because, let me look at the design again. Go away, Zora. All right, so I love sort of the swamp queenish aesthetic that she's got going on here. Obviously, she is a MILF because she has kids.
She has her baby Jagrases.
She has a lot of kids. Plus, I don't know. She's very much a feral kind of woman, and I kind of like that especially for this design.
Yes, she's big and squishy too.
Oh yeah, she is.
Like she's skinny, but in her own way, where every part of her is squishy and fun to fondle, but she still looks good doing it.
Yes. All right. So weaknesses we got here. She is weak to fire, thunder, and ice. So that means she is super weak to wax play.
Absolutely. She's also very weak. Not as weak, but she's weak to Pocket Taser.
Yep, the legendary Pocket Taser comes back once more, and ice cubes get to play a part in this as well.
Absolutely.
All right, so the smallest of these Great Jagrases, let me get to this. So, smallest, let's change that to centimeters.
I was about to say, am I right?
All right, so
that smallest is 9 foot.
In universe, but for our thing, do we want to count that for even in this as well?
Well, this is the smallest. What's the biggest?
Biggest is, goodness sakes,
Oh,
a lot is the answer to that. So biggest in universe is 65 feet. So here's what I'm gonna say.
Okay.
Biggest is 6'5". Smallest, let me go back to this. Smallest, I'm gonna say, oh goodness sakes. Do we want to say the smallest is like almost 2 feet tall?
I would say 3.
Okay, fine. Smallest.
One third of it.
All right. 3 feet tall is the smallest. 6'5" is the biggest. You can get all sorts of height differences.
Brothels galore.
Yeah, for your Great Jagras. You can order them based on what heights you want them.
Give me the mother and her daughters.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah. I'm down. I'm so down for that.
Fair enough. So obviously, as Spencer mentioned before, huge oral fixation. Massive oral fixation for the Great Jagras. You're also more than likely to get a lot of food play out of this as well. What do you know about food play, Spencer?
What I know about food play, I'm guessing just you can feed. It's kind of like the shark girl, where like you can feed her basically anything. Or is that what you're thinking? Are you thinking like stuffing?
I'm thinking of, okay, so have you ever seen like, okay, I'm trying to think. Okay, this is actually a good example.
Because I was ready to feed my shark girl, the mermaid girl.
I know you were.
I will do that.
So what I'm thinking is, you know those Japanese like bar scenarios? Well, I shouldn't say sushi bar scenarios where you have a bunch of executives pulling food off of a naked girl. Like that. That's food play.
Oh, okay.
That is food play.
Okay.
And that is food play in its most common form. Another bit of food play that I've seen in things that I'm not going to discuss here on the podcast is a man having like melted chocolate on his dick and the girl sucking it as well. That
sounds like it'd be painful. That's hot.
I mean, depending. I mean, if it's just like melted chocolate, melted from like the sun and not like fondue chocolate, there's a major difference there.
Okay.
But yeah, no, that's also considered food play as well as whipped cream and cherry on the clit sort of thing going on as well. Yep. So on and so forth. Huge food play aspect in this.
I don't know if I give food play to this. I feel like this is more, she's a hungry girl.
She is.
She girl eats other monsters whole.
Yes.
And I am willing to oblige. I'm going back to the shark girl. I will feed her the Kelpie girls. I will
Oh my goodness sakes.
Absolutely.
I'm also saying that she would also be majorly into food play as well. I'm 100% going to say that.
Go back to the picture.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, no. I'm a big fan of this. I think big into saliva play, big into hunger play.
Oh yeah.
If you like big bellies, if you like big stomachs, like not necessarily saying fat or anything, just more just like if you are into just
BBWs,
just feeding thicker girls.
She can also go to supersized BBW size as well, just depending. She can basically like go anywhere from like not petite but more average to SSBBW in like a matter of minutes, basically, if you want that.
She literally, you feed her something, digested and gone within like an hour.
Yeah, and
she's like, more?
And you just have a lot of variety of physique shapes. If you want a super tall, like supersized BBW, you can have that with this girl.
And she's super fucking cute. Like I can't describe how cute she is.
She is adorable, but I feel like those spikes on her arms, I feel like you would definitely forget about those.
Oh yeah, no, I'd scrape myself on them constantly.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But I'd be like, I did it to myself, I forgot.
Also, edge of tail, always going to be an erogenous zone.
Always, and you can hold them up by it.
Yep.
Although she's kind of a bigger girl.
I mean, if you get the absolute smallest, you can easily pick them up by that tail.
So I think when it's talking about 9 feet, because like it was like 65 feet and 9 feet. I think the 9 feet are like the smaller Jagrases, like the baby one.
I mean,
remember like the special hunts where you had the baby Jagras?
I mean, yeah, but at the same time, it specifically says in the thing, great Jagras details.
No, I know, but you remember the little special thing where you fought the great Jagras?
Oh, yeah. In the special events.
So you can get like a miniature great Jagras.
Okay. Yeah, I'm still saying we can take that into account for this particular thing.
Yeah, okay.
Even if it is a modified special quest variant of those, I'm still saying there might be a low number amount of girls who are great Jagras girls who are 3 feet tall, but still they will exist. What?
Do you think she unhinges her mouth like a snake?
Yes. 100% easy. Without a question, she will unhinge that jaw to fit whatever dick is right in front of her.
Damn.
Yeah. She will put both your cock and balls into her mouth for easy use.
Easy. And obviously, and without saying, because you, like I said, she's a bigger girl. You feed her the Kelpie girls. You feed her other monster girls. Literally, if you're into vor, this is really good.
Yeah, pretty much.
This is right up your alley. Just straight up. Especially when with monster girls, it's like, yeah, circle of life. Here you go.
Plus you don't have to die of her digestive system because you can be spit back out.
Exactly. She literally does that. She literally, if you so want it, you're just like, hey, I'm cold. She's like, all right, second stomach.
Oh my goodness.
Like humane tauntaun.
Trying to think. Her weak spots are her head and belly. No surprise there. So, lots of head pats and lots of belly rubs.
Oh my god. Head pats, Yeah, no, belly rubs all the way.
Yeah,
every day.
Her belly is her absolute weakest spot ever.
Especially when eating.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, yes.
Pretty much.
Digest.
Goodness sakes.
Again, it's just super cute. I think Jagras girls are pretty great.
Also, there's a little note here that I want to bring up.
There's a note?
A little note here I want to bring up because of something you said earlier. However, if you kill its young, the Jagras will become hostile and attack you. So if you're going after the baby, Spencer, Big Mama's gonna want to get in on that action first.
Okay, let's reword this a bit.
Yeah,
Go after.
Yeah. If you go after the daughters, then Big Mama's gonna want her piece first before her daughters.
Of course.
Okay, is that better for you?
Yes. The way you worded it I was like, wait, what do you?
Oh my goodness.
How are you wording this, bud?
I'm wording this as in Big Mama's gonna get her piece first. Is what I'm saying.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yes.
Can easily slam attack, so she loves belly flopping on you.
Yes.
She's weak to traps and stuns.
Oh yeah, so you can paralyze her with the aforementioned pocket taser.
Yes.
And then you could also just somehow, like, I don't know how you would get the net traps. Like, I don't know how. Well, no, actually, no, we did talk about it. She would be stuck in the ground.
Yes.
And you would just get to either use her face or use her like her ass or something, whichever part gets stuck in.
Yes, absolutely. Here's another note. Even after a giant meal, Great Jagras can use its expanded stomach to attack unsuspecting hunters, and for the belly to force it to vomit on its prey and significantly weaken it.
Yeah, pretty much. So as we said before, like she can expand her stomach or lessen it down, like just whenever she kind of wants to, and also just, again, on the short vor note, like you can just like get out of there and not have to die via digestive system.
Literally, you keep walking, and then you and her are on a walk, and then you just see like a little Abanath girl just 3 foot over there just walking, and she's like, hold on, I'll be right back. Nom, come back. Hey, I'm good.
Let's see. I think we can we give our final ratings? I think
so.
Yeah, okay.
Absolutely.
All right.
I'm gonna give this an 8.
You're giving this an 8.
I'm giving it an 8. And
okay.
for an 8 like last episode, but not for the same reasons.
Okay.
I think girls who I'm not super into super big girls, but like with like, I don't know how to describe it. You know what I'm saying? When I'm not into like bigger girls, but I'm into like plumpier girls.
You're into chubby girls, but not necessarily like in the BBW range.
Yes.
Okay.
And I like the fact that it's like, this girl is just like, no, just feed me, and I'll just really digest it constantly. I like it. I don't know why. And she's super cute. She's super loving to her daughters as well.
Yep.
And super just overall will take care of you.
Yes.
She straight up is like the MILF that will take care of you.
Yes.
As long as you feed her, she will take care of you.
I'm going to give this. I think I'm going to give this an overall 7.
Ready to feed her? Feed her the Abanath girls?
Well, no, I ain't gonna do that. However, I am gonna engage in some food play with her.
But she wants to eat, so she's
I'm gonna put the chocolate on my dick. I'm gonna put a cherry on my nipples. And we're gonna go from there. And I'm probably put some whipped cream in my mouth, maybe an apple, like a stucked pig. That's the phrasing I'm looking for.
She's just gonna bore you, dude, at this point.
If I do it all at once, maybe, but that is not what it's not what I want, but
if it happens, all right.
I'm gonna try and get out of there is what's gonna happen if she does that.
Bro, you've seen the hunts. There's no getting out.
You would be surprised. Anyways, I also super like the fact that you can basically choose any range of physique choices you want. You want a small plumpy girl, you can totally get that. If you want like a very tall, like skinnier girl, you can get that as well. Like there is no limit. There is no real limit. The only limit is your imagination for this one. And I kind of like that a lot.
I do too. I think it's pretty good.
So yeah, I'm giving it an overall 7.
And Pocket Taser is very effective.
Yes.
Which is always a staple. We need that. We need that on a shirt or something. Pocket Tasers.
Pocket Taser. What would you rate a great Jagras, ladies and gentlemen?
Let us know in the comments down below. Would you feed a Jagras or get eaten by the Jagras?
Oh goodness sakes. If you enjoyed this episode, feel free to give it a like. If you want to see more episodes, please consider subscribing. And if you want updates on the show, then go follow us over on Twitter and be sure to check out the amazing artist who did the thumbnail for this episode.
Oh, and thank you so much for listening, and we'll catch you on the next episode of Monster Mates.
Bye.